What's up, guys? Draft is over. Pretty pumped. Let's get right into it. Why waste with the formalities? The draft just makes me so happy. It's just another excuse to sit around with your friends and just talk football and eat pizza, whatever. And you know what? I had an absolute blast. I was pretty pleased with the Bills. We'll get into that. Just a great. It's the best non-sporting event. I don't know how to word that. It's the best sports event that's not actually a sporting event of the year. I could watch every round, and I don't know why. But it's just interesting to me, and I hope it's interesting to you guys too. But to hell with it. The Bills picking third. What happens? Cam Newton's gone, so there goes that dream for anybody who had that. Then Von Miller goes too, which, that report sort of came out, and I was a little bit surprised that Denver was going to go Von Miller, especially when people were saying that Darius was like the best player available, possibly. But whatever. Their loss is our gain, because we pick up Darius, and we are clearly making an effort to get that run defense better. And he's the perfect player for it. It's awesome. The guy's a beast. There was really no way I was going to be disappointed with that. Unless they went Gabbert. I don't know. I just knew they were going to take Darius, and I'm happy with it. If you're not happy with it, give me a break. What, did you want them to reach for Jake Locker like the Titans did? Or reach for Christian Ponder like the Vikings did? Or take Blaine Gabbert? No thanks. Not worth it. Don't get cute. Stick to your guns. Take the best player, they got him. Come back round two, I'm thinking, are they going to go Andy Dalton, Colin Kaepernick? Or are they going to stick to defense again, like Akeem Ayers? I thought Aaron Williams, I thought they might take. I didn't actually think they would, though. But they did. And he's a good player. I know they're still trying to keep Florence. Whitner's out of his mind. If you've been following him on Twitter or whatever, the dude is just completely lost his bird. So, Williams, I don't know if Williams is going to play safety, but he'll probably start at nickel corner or something like that, or dime corner if they keep Florence. But that's a good transition in the NFL because it takes a little bit to get, acclimated to the league. Either way, they're thinking, hey, we got to get this defense better, so let's do it. So, they really just hit all three levels in the first three rounds. Then they get Kelvin Shepherd, who is just a vocal leader. He's the man. I don't know why he's a third rounder. He's maybe lacks a little bit of athleticism compared to some middle linebackers, but he's still good. They just went D-line, secondary, linebackers. Awesome. They just went let's improve this, this, and this. We have to improve every area of our defense, and they did it. Oh my God, we didn't get a quarterback. How can we pass on a quarterback? Shut up. Yeah, if you're going to take a quarterback, I agree. It needs to be in the first three rounds, at least. I don't want another fourth or later, a day three project. Why? Why would you do that? And after Newton was gone, Nix and Gailey just didn't think there was the franchise guy. If they wanted a guy, they wanted the franchise guy, not a guy who they thought might be a stopgap or something like that. They said, like I said, Dalton they compared to Fitzpatrick, and you don't need that. You don't need another one. If they think they can win with Ryan Fitzpatrick, why would they take another quarterback? That's what I'm saying. Mind you, he's a free agent after this year, and they're probably going to have to address that at some point anyway. But they can wait. Maybe they'll be bad again this year. And then they'll get Andrew Luck. Or Matt Barkley. But nobody's thinking that. You got to be excited right now. They know what they had, a really bad defense. They showed that they can score points at times. But they had a really bad defense, and you're not going to beat anybody with a pathetic defense like they put out on the field last year. So, moving past, Shepard and whatnot, they go Denoris, DeBlanket, Searcy. I tweeted him about that. He said his nickname was already Spider-Man. I like DeBlanket better. But I think he might play safety, if anybody. But, I don't know. North Carolina just had, a good team. If Quinn and Austin weren't suspended, they probably would have been, a ton better. So I wasn't upset with the pick. In fact, it was awesome. They just keep going defense. And then they finally get a lineman, which is what they did need one of those. I was hoping they were going to take one of those earlier. They get Chris Hairston, who Kuiper said was the key, but everything Kuiper says you take with a grain of salt because you never know what the hell he means. But still, is he going to start? Maybe. Probably not. But he'll get reps in, and maybe he'll end up being a starter. That's really all I can hope for. Is that, it's a good pick. It fills a need. I was a little head scratching at the Johnny White pick in the 5th round. I didn't know really why they took a running back, but I guess he's a pretty good blocker, and maybe he can teach CJ the ropes because CJ's not going to see the field if he can't learn how to block. And I think he knows that, but that's beside the point. And then Chris White is probably going to be a special teams linebacker. I don't know if he'll ever see the field. Let's face it, these Bills players, they get hurt so often. He probably will. And then Justin Rogers, I don't know anything about him. Take another corner, 3 corners, why not? Because they do have a lot of corners that can walk in free agency. I think, Wilson could, or secondary guys, I guess I should say. Wilson, Florence, Yabodi, a couple guys. So they want to make that better. And then they get this huge monster, Michael Jasper. And can we please calm the hell down about Michael Jasper, okay? I know he's huge. He's a space eater, probably a chicken wing eater too. But he is a 7th round pick for a reason. If it wasn't for the Bills, the guy goes undrafted. The only reason I think this guy makes the team is if the Bills don't want him to get plucked off the practice squad or want somebody else picking him up. He might come in goal line situations and stuff. I don't think he's the next Ted Washington or Pat Williams or something. Why do people think that all of a sudden? Yeah, it's a great story. I like him. But slow your roll a little bit. Calm with the expectations. And enough with these expectations of all these defensive players, too. They're all good. But Darius is probably the only one that's going to start year 1. You're looking at probably Darius, Williams, Dwan Edwards on the front line with Merriman, Puzlesny, Andre Davis. Don't forget about him. He's not going to get cut. He's the most experienced 34 linebacker. Shepard's not starting. Out of count, I don't think. And then probably Kelsey at outside linebacker, so cut with the Arthur Moats stuff. Love Arthur Moats. Going to be a great player, I think. But I don't think he's starting. Somehow Chris Kelsey just finds his way into, wins over the coaching staff, as always. And then you're looking at McKelvin, McGee, Bird, and probably Brian Scott as strong safety. The only rookie I see starting on opening day. Maybe throughout the season these guys come in, injuries, whatnot. But on opening day, barring injury, I think that's what you're looking at. The only rookie that's starting is Darius. Overall, I was pretty happy with the draft. We got pretty good grades from most people. Kuiper gave us a B. Dallas Morning News gave us an A+. We got some A's. I don't know. What'd you guys think? Let me know. Guys, listen. I'm going to put this out there right now. I really don't. You guys follow me on Twitter. It's G Torlone, Gtorlone, just like my username. That's what it is. Follow me on there. You can even add me on Facebook. I don't care. Just put a little message in there that says, "Yo, Greg, I'm so-and-so. I watch your videos. Let's talk Bills sometimes." Because you know what? I got a couple guys that do that, and they're awesome. And you guys know who you are. So I'd love to have more. You guys want to talk anytime, hit me up. Get me on here. I'm really glad I got a decent following watching these videos. I really appreciate it because I love talking Bills. I got a website going. I was on it all day for like a week, and then I like stopped with it. I don't know why. I'm gonna try to get started going on that again. But yeah, hit me up, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, guys. I hope you enjoyed the draft. I want to hear your thoughts. Post your comments. Do whatever it is you got to do. And I don't know when the next video is going to come. We're going to see what happens with maybe when lockout free agency comes to beginning. But other than that, guys, again, I appreciate you watching. Thanks for coming this far if you did. And as always, go Bills because
the Bills make me wanna shout. Kick your heels up and shout. Throw your hands up and shout. Throw your head back and shout.
Can't wait for that song to come playing again come September. All right, guys. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your weekend. Adios.